Learning to do something is a matter of collecting relevant information and gathering the knowledge to do what you want to do. And I feel that sometimes there's some common known theory that's a bit wider than one may think. And that's something that you discover only if you go through and put that theory into practice. This is of course essential to master the techniques and to know how to properly use your freshly gained knowledge. But it's also very useful to put these techniques into perspective and to grasp the whole potential of it. In today's music production, one of the common ways to create a bass, a lead or even a kick drum is to layer several of them to get the sound thicker. So today I want to talk a bit about layering. So let's try today to make the thickest synth. So let's try today to make the thickest synth patch that So let's try today to make the thickest synth patch we can by layering a bunch of them and trying to understand what we do in the process. We are aiming to go a bit over the top with this to create a really thick and powerful sound that will take all the space, that will sound just fine just by itself. If we want our sound to have presence and thickness, we need it to be present across all the spectrum of frequencies, from the bottom end to the high end, from the bass to the trebles. So let's start by adding in a couple of patches. One to be in the low end of the spectrum with a bit of saturation to be heard in smaller speakers. Then one with more grain to be more present in the higher end. I have even cut out the lower frequencies on it. The next one will be to add some rhythm. It's a pluck with a more distinct attack, with a bit of panoramics where it bounces from left to right. Then let's add in a real bass guitar. It's more present in the lower end, but has a nice cutting treble edge to add some meat in our sound. Let's see how it sounds so far with the kick. So far so good, we could even stop there, but let's add some space to it. So the next one that I added is more in the medium range with a lot of reverb. The next I added is another plug bass, but with a delay this time. This is all to give more space to the sound. So all together it sounds like this. Pretty neat, isn't it? But let's add even more. Let's make it more aggressive, so I added another one with more grit and saturation. And even more aggressive with saturated guitars. And why not add some epicness with some strings? And then I guess you have it. You could add even more instruments to add even more tones, but at this point it's probably overkill. This may seem only like a bunch of instruments playing the same line in unison, but I think this is the spirit of layering. Adding layer after layer to create your sound, each layer adding a new property to the mix, and then you can work all your layers separately. Then you have more control and you're able to create more complex things, except that most of the time with only 2 or 3 layers you're probably good to go. So don't hesitate to double some parts with different instruments to get this thicker, or don't hesitate to have several instruments that you have in your sound playing the same part to get your mix clearer. Meanwhile, thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give it a like. If you liked it a lot, please subscribe. These things helps a lot, and I'll see you next time.